Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Brad Tavares to defeat Tim Boetsch. And I'm here to talk about Mandy Bohm versus Yeon Kim. Mandy Bohm is 30, both these girls are 33, and both of their backs are against the wall. That's the story of this fight. Yeon Kim is on a 4-fight losing streak, which, you don't usually do worse than that. Maybe Sam Alvey, Josh Berkman, a few here and there, but 4 is certainly above average as far as getting cut by the UFC goes. So her back is against the wall, and Mandy Bohm, she's got to win to stay alive in the UFC. That's one thing that prolonged Jeon Kim's career. She's picked up some victories along the way. Mandy Bohm's 0-2 in the UFC, 7-2 as a pro overall. But yeah, I mean, what's that tell you? Getting 7 wins on the regional scene, coming into the UFC and going 0-3, it means she's got to find more success in the regional scene before coming back. So I think that's what will happen if she loses here. This fight could bring out, that these circumstances could bring out desperation. It could make this fight more exciting, probably should theoretically. And I think it makes it interesting at the very least. But still, I have to go with my gut instinct, what I was predicting would happen a few months ago when I started researching this fight, and that's that Jeon Kim would get a victory, which seems, like a long shot when you look at the fact that she's 0-4 in the last 4 fights. But she's definitely impressed me more than Mandy Bohm. Mandy Bohm, at the UFC level anyway, she's been in there with some better athletes. Victoria Leonardo's a little strong girl, and Ariane Lipski's a big strong girl. She looked more comfortable in the Leonardo fight, but she was still bullied, especially in the end. And Ariane Lipski was just too big and strong for her, which I think took away her primary strength, which is physicality. That's how she gets things done. And that was just negated by Ariane Lipski. I remember she went in for a takedown on Lipski in the first round, I think, and Lipski ended up in the full mount. Just, hipped her over and settled into the full mount. And she would need takedowns, I think, to beat Jeon Kim. In fact, Jeon Kim's got 6 losses, uh, all 6 by decision. I think she was taken down in all of them. Jocelyn Edwards, Priscilla Cachoeira, maybe not, Molly McCann, Alexa Grasso, Antonina Shevchenko, and Lucia Pudilova. Jeon Kim generally gets taken down the fight she loses, and she gets crowded. She's trying to be the counter striker, and she is a great counter striker, but with that, she invites her opponents into not only, her realm, but also the stand-up fight. They get to lead the dance, which if you're going to throw down, you're tough, you can win a decision like Priscilla Cachoeira did, fighting like Diego Sanchez. She won a Diego Sanchez decision. That's what that was. It was the female version of Sanchez versus fucking Ross Pearson or Takanori Gomi or fucking, who's the other one? Martin Kampman. And that's just what happened. But Jeon Kim invites that type of fight because she's a counter striker. Still, it's not like she hasn't had time to think about that, and especially with her back against the wall, we may see some different tactics. But I do think both girls envision this fight being mostly on the feet. And that's how I envision this fight. And I do think Jeon Kim is going to do better there. She's just a slicker striker. Mandy Bohm, she looks like she's slick. Sometimes she puts her arms down, does a nice little check left hook that she throws very slickly, but she hasn't impressed me in her 2 UFC fights, and I could definitely see Jeon Kim duplicating some of the success of Ariane Lipski, certainly in that fight, just by being her physical equal. Jeon Kim actually has an inch of reach, and they're even with height. And Jeon Kim, again, I trust her as a striker. And if she does find herself in the clinch with Mandy Bohm trying to overwhelm her physically, Jeon Kim can throw down the clinch too. I think if she keeps this fight standing, she wins this fight. And I think she's going to keep it standing by and large. So I'm taking Jeon Kim. I didn't like it early on, but now she's at minus 190, so I'm betting on it. And but not big. I'm really waiting for the prop bet, which is decision. They haven't released the props for this one. And if that line is more enticing, I'll just play that. But I do think Jeon Kim should win this fight. Mandy Bohm has looked pretty limited, and I played her once she got under 200. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.